from the heart of Delta State. You are tuned in to SRTV Asaba.
SRTV Asaba, all of a sudden. Well, that is how it is. They said I am in SRTV Asaba. Let me remove this guy first so that we can take the full screen. A very good morning to you. Today is one of those days that I'm proud to be here. You know, it's one of these days that I said I am ready. I've been ready for 1 week now, and I've been giving you back to back. But today is going to be a little bit different. And for many of you, I want to advise this. God created us differently. And to every human being, he gave a gift. I don't know your gift, but don't play with mine, because I have mine. And I'm going to advise you, when you sleep, tell God to reveal himself to you. And it will be revealed to you, not with sound, but with the things you are meant to be doing the next day. And today, I'm going to be very, very critical again. I'm going to try to be as civil as much as I can, because I do hear some comment. I hear what people say, that, Chris, can you try not to be too abusive? Can you try to be kind? But when I get frustrated in the course of the presentation, I just explode. It's nothing personal. And that's why I can talk so much about the president, and I can talk about my governor and about my local government chairman. And let me say this. These people are my president. Tinubu is my president. We have a relationship, sir. Uboriwori is my governor. We have a relationship. Chris Ogba is my local government chairman. We have a relationship. If you know you cannot take that seat, Jamaica would say, if you cannot take smoke, don't go into the kitchen. So, and I want us to be very clear. Now, most of the things you take as personal, as an insult, might actually be a way of God talking to you. Maybe when I insult you, when I say something bad, it just drives you. It shouldn't take you away from the core message. Listen to the message, not the messenger. So I'm going to do something very, very wonderful today. And I will be putting Oboriwori on the platform. It's him I'll be talking about. You know, I did all these things for Okowa. And Okowa was ungrateful. He thought I was insulting him. There were people that were out to fight me. But look at him now. He's a total failure. He knows that. And you see how humble himself? I saw him at the summit. He's now a very humble, stupid man. I'm sorry, sir, but this is who you are now. But you know you would have made a big history for yourself, not with the money you would have made, but with the impact you would have made. And maybe it is not as if, let me say one thing again. I said it on my show again and again. These people are not wicked. They either surround themselves with people who don't know what they're doing. And unfortunately, it's the same people Okowa surrounded himself with that more or less surround Oboriwori's government. And that is why the result is the same. That is why it is more agenda. It's more of Okowa. If you don't agree with me, I was going through some research and my man sent me this in. I just found out that Odua actually had an economic summit. 3 days. Now, Oboriwori is doing his own economic summit. God bless you guys. We have a business. We're going to solve it together today. It's not going to be a good one. So let's quickly jump to it. Let's jump to the trouble of today. Because today, I'm going to be a little bit biblical. And then I'm going to come and zero my presentation on Delta State University, Abraka. Desu. That's where I'm going to display the creativity God has given to me. I wish I will share with you today. And please, Oboriwori, listen to this, because I'm going to talk at length. You know my mouth is not good. You see, my lips are not very small. So why do you expect me to talk small? I'm thick. I have thick lips. And my age. Obasa just said something I like. He said, I have age, I have authority. Who are you? What I don't have now is I have age, I have the know-how, and I have the platform. And I'm using it. What I don't have is authority. If I have authority, which I'm trying to acquire with my law, I will use the authority on you. So let's do this. But today is not a day of competition. I always say this. There are things I pull out from in my own community. I wanted to fight, but I didn't fight because my calling is not to come and fight my own people. Don't make me fight with you, sir. Because if you want fight, I am ready. But don't let me fight with you. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we can come to some kind of understanding today. Let's see whether we can get to that understanding. So today, I want to go straight to the Bible. And the image you will see again and again with me today will be this image of Uboriwori, who has a chance to be one or the other. And I'm using the principle of the talent, which is from the Bible, to tell my story. One or the other. Is Uboriwori going to be the man you see there with a lot of money, who was getting drunk, and look at his background? Or is going to be the one you see on the other side with all this prosperous Delta state, with all the beautiful things? It's all going to be decided by one thing Uboriwori will do now. It is not what he has done before. There's still a chance to make history. And that is what I'll be talking about today. It is a big day. And I'm personally dealing with Uboriwori. I'm not talking to any other person today. All my message goes to the governor of Delta State today. It is personal. Like I said, it is personal because it's my governor. Deal with it. If it's not my governor, I have no business with him. I don't have business with you. I have business with the governor of Delta State because he's my governor. So get out of the way when I talk with my governor. It's like my kids want to talk to me. Nobody can go their way. They're going to talk to me if whether you like it or not. There's something my father did. No matter how angry I'm with you, if he comes, he will open the door for you. So let's see what we can do, Uboriwori. Today I said you are at a crossroad and it's not a chance to make history. And you're going to decide what kind of governor you want to be. You want the one that is so productive, that follows the tenet of the Bible. I'm going to give you that story. I wanted to do it last, but I want to prove where we get here. But don't forget, my policy or my advocacy is I'm looking for a state-led economic transformation that reposition the public universities and other higher institutions as a primary engine of industrial production and innovation. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to prove that to you today. So, Uboriwori, what I'm going to end up, when I finish this presentation, you find out that everything you need to succeed is already with you. Everything. You don't need this economic summit. Everything you need is with you, sir. You just need to look inwards. You know, sometimes we're looking outside. Knowing what you're looking for is actually in your house. I don't know why I came to Europe, when everything I was looking for is actually in Ugara, my community. But here I am. You know, like the prodigal son. But at the end of the day, where they plant out my hui, it's still in Ugara. That's where it's going to be. I'm an Urobo man, so from time to time, I'm going to say Urobo Wado today. Those of you who don't understand, it means I greet you. So, and I have a deal with my governor today. So most of the time, I may use Urobo to talk to him. And maybe that's things I don't want you to hear. If you want to hear, you can go and interpret it. But I want to talk to him some things that I felt so personal that I cannot say in English. If there's no English word for them. Like we call it ancestors. But when you say it means our now that one the key. So I'm going to talk to Uboriwori in that details today. So Uboriwori, let me say first, and it's just a message to you where I have to you to decide what kind of governor you want to be. The governor on one side or the other. This is very clear. There's no missing of words. Either you're going to be that governor that is productive, like the Bible says, or your masters give you something. We are your masters, Uboriwori. We gave you a state to hold. Now, keep this money for 4 years. The question is, are you going to plant the money so the money will multiply, or are you going to give it back to us? Or even squander it before giving it back to us? It's going to be your choice. But God have a way of dealing with it. Jesus Christ gave the story. But let me tell you why it is important. Let's go straight to the Bible. In the beginning, I always like to use the word. You know, anytime I talk about the Bible, I go to the beginning. Very, very central beginning of the Bible. So let's see what we can do. And don't forget, the Economic Summit and all the brilliant presentation, I'll be dragging them into this presentation as well. But if you do what I say now, you will be remembered as a global institution, a global one, not a national one, in human form. You'll be a hero. And how can you stand between being a hero and with pride? I don't understand. Maybe I am that prophet God sent to you. But the prophet is not without honor in his own people, among his kinsmen. So I understand that. But wait, let's go down to the business right now. First thing we want to say is Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. The beginning of the Bible. Everybody must have read it, because if you pick the Bible, that is the first thing you're going to read. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody, and I asked the person, where is heaven? They said, they're up. Well, you are very foolish. The heaven, not heaven. Look at the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens. Now he first create and the earth. Heaven was pluralized, not one heaven. Heavens and the earth. I don't want to teach you that more. I talked about that at length the other day, and I said, we create heaven on earth. Look at Oboriwori. Oboriwori, you have a chance, you're at the crossroad. Do you want to create heavens in Delta State, or you want to let the earth remain in Delta State? You are the one now charged with the responsibility to create it. And you'll be wondering, how can I be the one to create heavens? And how can I be the one to create the earth? Let me give you a verse in the Bible that tells you to do so. Hallelujah. You see, today is a big day. You know, let me just give you one portion of the Bible. You know what the Bible said? Still on the same Genesis. It never go far. Genesis chapter 9, verse 7. It said, be fruitful and multiply. In fact, he said, go ye and multiply the earth. Worry. The only instruction God gave us, God never asked anything from us. He created man and he rested. Have you read that portion of the Bible? On the seventh day, the man rested. And he said to you, go ye and multiply the earth. And we have been multiplying the earth. Let me remind you, the light I have in my studio, I always give this instance. I have two beautiful lights here now. These lights were not created by God. But when I look outside, I see the sun created by God. They look alike. One is created by God, one is created by man. God has created heavens and the earth. That is this beautiful firmament you see. The beautiful air, the greenery, all the things God has created. And he has charged you and I to create heavens on earth. Some people will create the heavens on earth. Some will wait for heaven when they die. It's up to you. I'm not the one to challenge your faith today, but it's up to you. I'm reading the Bible. I'm not reading any other portion. I'm not picking anything from anywhere. It is up to you to choose to create earth on earth, because he said you should go and create. He began because he created us in his image and likeness. And what did God do? What he has ever done is he creates. Wherever he is, he's creating. But he has rested now. And he said we should create the earth. Because after creating heaven and earth, he handed over everything to man. Oboriwori, if Nigeria has been handed, Delta State has been handed over to God has handed over Delta State to us. You are now in charge of handling the affairs of Delta State. That gives you a very big body, which you're going to answer to God. And not to us even alone. So that is a very big responsibility when you sleep. I know you go to church on Sunday, not that you know what you're doing, but let me just, so will you take this message and write it down, sir? Now, let's do this. So God said we should create heavens on earth. Oboriwoli, look at two images I presented today. One is heaven, one is earth. I don't know about hell because I don't even recognize hell. God did not create hell. Oh my God. God did not create hell. It will be you that will create hell. Because when God created the heavens and the earth, I never saw that portion in the Bible where he said God created hell. It was not there. It was not God that created hell. We created hell. Like I always say every day, God did not create death. It is we that created death. The first person to kill somebody was the handwork of man. Cain killed Abel. It was not God that killed Abel. It was not God that killed Cain. Cain killed Abel. It was not God that created killing. It was Cain that created. Cain is a man. It is not God. So God never created death. The same way God never created hell. The only two things the Bible told me is God created the heavens and the earth. In the earth is not ugly, but you can create heavens from the earth. Now let me give you an instance of heaven. I was taking a good look at a girl on the Facebook today, and if you see where she was in Dubai, and you see the beautiful picture, that's an example of people that created heavens for themselves. Some people are still walking on a place where there's so much dust, your legs are ugly, anything you do, your health is at stake. But some people are grown up in here, they are in heaven, in where I am. And not everybody here will even be in the same heaven. You see, you get to create heavens for your earth. It's not about your greed. I'm going to talk a little bit about that portion of the Bible. And people say, oh, are you saying that those are materialistic are the ones that make heaven? No. And that is why the only challenge why God did not want us to eat the forbidden fruit is because we don't have the capacity to handle anger, to handle pride, to handle, we are emotional beings. And when we are emotional, we kill. It was out of emotion that Cain killed Abel. Cain was not a bad person because of the jealousy. Oh, my brother is doing better than me. Your thing is accepted. Die. God did not kill, and God never killed. Any place they tell you in the Bible say God killed, go tell that person they crazy. Not my God kill. Maybe not your God they kill. So let's go quickly to what we can do. Let's see what we can do today. So God gave us authority to create heavens on earth. And Jesus Christ explained this in this beautiful story. And I want to use this beautiful story to tell you everything today. It's a story of a master that is living, and he gave his servant according to their capabilities. The world is full of capabilities. It's full of your potential because God deposited different things on different parts of the earth. So he's giving you those capabilities, and he gives you something to bring it up, to activate it, to bring it, yield it, let it yield our fruit. The one he gave the highest planted his own, and he multiplied. The one he gave 2 planted his own, and he multiplied. The one they gave 1, Africa, oh Africa, 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 Africa. That one didn't plant. You know what he did? He said, you master, you are telling God now, Borori, that the money we gave you, by the time you're about to leave, say you didn't spend the money. Oh, the money is there. That is even a cost on you. Not to talk of the money that you made there, that Okowa made there, Okowa did not remain. It's a cost, not me. Okowa, there is a cost in the land of Delta State that you will attend to. Because you have been given a position to control the lives of human beings. And I hear the governor of Delta State, Udo, are saying 4 million people. I think we are way more than 4 million. But if that is the figure, so be it. Hello? Are you with me? Borori today, not today. So you've been given the opportunity to run the economy of Delta State. You see, when God talk about multiplying, what is he talking about first? So sometimes you guys, when God created, what did he create? He created a beautiful place. He said he created the sun. He created light. He said, let there be light. Borori, listen. Let there be light. And there was light. Borori, have you said, let there be light in Delta State? And there was light? That's God. B, because he created you in his image and likeness. We can be God. We are like God. We are exactly. There's nothing God can do that we cannot do. That's why he said, do not eat this fruit, my children, because you guys don't have the capability, because you cannot control when you are angry. Look at the result of it. Now we have managed to do some great things on earth. Don't give man. Man have done well. And I keep telling you guys, there was a day I was coming down the airport. I was coming down at Heathrow Airport. I looked down. I saw the lights. And I saw the beautiful London. Oh my God. And I said, This is indeed the creation of man. We've done well. The firmament is better than heavens. Yes. The truth is what? Where is heaven? We've created heavens on earth. The firmament is not there. The firmament is here. London is heaven. As at that moment, what I saw heavens. I don't know about you. If you come down in some city in the world, you see heavens, you're descending heavens. Because in the beginning, God created his heaven and earth. Now we are creating our heavens on earth. I know this is too hard for people to agree. Those of you who are going to read the Bible and don't understand, will open your mouth and say something right. Your pastor should come and learn from me. Tell him that he come to me. Because he cannot defend what I'm saying today. He had no clue. All right. So, but let's take on course. Let's stay on course. Because I'm coming somewhere. Get where they go. Fellas, say where you they go. Wait. You see, I've been able to tell you in this just first 20 minutes that we are created in the image of God. And God has created heavens and earth, and he asked us to create our own heavens and earth. Have you done any? It's up to you. That will not be me. If it's up to you to know whether you've created your heavens and earth. You see, the only reason I'm on earth is to create heavens. On the earth, God put me. And I want to contribute to that, man. That's why I cannot afford to be quiet. You become a waste of space to Jesus. You become what? A fig tree to Jesus. Because you are not multiplying. And what did Jesus Christ say to you? Go and read that. Go and read it in the Bible. When Jesus Christ walked to the fig tree and he found that the tree has no fruit, what did Jesus Christ say? Die. And the tree withered off. Again, that was Jesus Christ in the image, in the nature of man. If not, God does not kill. But when you put on this human skin, so let's go. Now, I want to remind you something. That as we are in this broadcast today, if you listen well, God will speak to you. The way God used me to speak to Oboriwori today, he might not even take it well. But if you listen well, God will speak to you. So please be careful, be attentive. And I pray today that you will not be the fig tree. Because fig tree will definitely wither away. And I pray may God give you the understanding to be the fruit, Jesus Christ. Now, let's take this thing back home. And sometimes people mistake politics as an ugly thing. No, politics is the making of God. It's the way God taught us to make our own leaders so that we can be productive. You see, the only reason men come together to create government or organize themselves and say this is a country is so that they can create common prosperity. Your president said there had been poverty in Nigeria before he was born. And I think that man is too old. He's a little bit mentally sick now. You understand? So, no, Oga, Nigeria has not been poor since you were born. Your job is to create a Nigeria that is not poor. And if you excuse yourself that Nigeria has been poor, there'll be hunger in Nigeria, there'll be poverty in Nigeria before you're born, meaning you've accepted defeat already. You're a waste of space for us. But let's go on with the business. So, Boruri, God, you now have the opportunity to create heavens in Delta State. Let's go straight to the business. That's where I'm going. Boruri can create heavens in the new Delta State. And I pray that this is what this image is all about. And I hope, Boruri, when you look at this image, I put you as two persons. Do you want to be the one that will Kegba, or be the one that have done well and you look accomplished? That is a man I'm talking about. It is all in your hands now. Like Jesus Christ God gave you the way he gave. It's that sometimes he give more. So God did not give everybody the same. What China have is not what America have. It's not what Delta State have. Maybe Delta State even have more. Delta State planted, we put our own in the bin. Because we are not producing. Delta State, tell me what you are producing in Delta State today. What is given to China? Chinese people are producing things with it. And they are what? They're creating heavens for their people and themselves. In America, they are producing, they're creating heavens for their own people. In the UK, they're producing heavens. They're creating heavens for themselves. In Delta State, we are waiting for people to come and create heavens for us. Clap for yourself, Oboriwori. Now, can you people hear me? That's why I'm angry. In Delta State, we gather people together that we want people to come and help us create our heavens. Meaning we are cripples, we are idiots, we don't know what to do. That is equal to putting the money given to you on the bench, so that when master come, when God call you, you will tell and say, God, see money when you give me, take. You know what happened to that man? Jesus Christ said in the Bible, the last one who didn't use the money well. You know what Jesus Christ said about him? It's not me, go and read yourself, so you don't get threatened. Listen, it's the 10 talent principle. But if you know the amount of talent in Delta State that are dying, that are not put to use, you'll be sorry. So today, I said to demonstrate. Listen, I wrote a book. And one of the things I identify, because sometimes you need to identify the problem. I identify something wonderful. The thing I identified, let me go smaller so this book can be bigger. The thing I identified was that in the new Nigeria, in the new Delta State, in the new Africa, the reason why people think they are in heaven while some are on earth, or why people create heaven and why some create hell for themselves, because God did not create hell. It is you that created hell. This is what happened. You now have opportunity to create heavens. Are you doing it? If you're not doing it, you'll be creating hell for yourself. It's up to you. Now, I've understood that it is because we refuse to be productive. And not everybody that go to farm that are actually farming. So it is not how much work you do, but how clever you do it. Let me put it this way. People farm in a small portion of land, and they bring in more harvest than people that have the whole of the acres. The reason I know that is University of Benin, is Delta State University, Abraka, is way bigger than the Middlesex University where I study here. But you know what? Guess what? Middlesex University is more productive than the University of Benin, than the Delta State University. The only reason is the approach to productivity. Delta State is bigger than some borough in some part of London. It's bigger than the entire London. It's bigger than maybe California. The population is not maybe as big as California. But the funniest thing is, they are making trillion. Delta State is waiting for food to eat. Something is wrong with us. Oboribori, there's only one story to it. Our wisdom when it comes to productivity is zero. Now, this is it. The thing has been deposited. I'm happy you'll be saying that the potential of Delta State, that's why you brought people. But you could not think that you can actually tap on this potential with what? Because God will not give you something and don't give you what to achieve it. You know why? Because when the master was living, he gave everybody according to their ability. God gave you the deposit that you don't ever, nobody on earth have, is in Delta State. He gave you human beings that can make you do this. And from what I have seen, oh my God, Delta State is so well positioned to succeed. The only thing that is missing is what I try to outline in this book. How? And I'm going to bring you back to what I advocate for. You know, because after some time, I now realize that, wait a minute, we have a state here. Oboriwori just built a very beautiful technical college in my community. I'm from Ogariki. And I look at the technical college and I'm saying to myself, oh, now this technical college is going to cost the state again money instead of making money for the state. But listen to me. With your approach, that technical college you created will be a burden to Delta State instead of making money for Delta State. And I want to ask every one of you here now, if you have that kind of monument, won't you be making money? If a private person create that school, Won't it make money? Why is Delta State not going to make money? You see, nobody said you should be Father Christmas. So and that is what I try to outline in this book. When I finish today, you might want to remodel your approach to higher institution, because my belief is economic transformation can happen in Nigerian universities for the good of man, you and me. You know, the reason I pick on the university is, one, they are already trained. We are half there with them because they have some knowledge. All we need to do is improve on the knowledge. Listen, I gave something to University of Abuja right now, and they asked me, how is it going to work? I said, listen, where we don't have enough personnel, where you don't have people to do it, we will bring in people to train. We bring people from outside to do the job. We might use the online method or the people who will be there. But what I'm saying, when it comes to productivity, you don't really need anybody. And that is what Daddy Chris is going to prove today. So, let's get down now to the meat of the broadcast of today. And that's what you see in this book. In this book, what did I say? I said you should burn the lecture hall, because education shouldn't be happening in the lecture hall. Do you hear me? The university education should not be happening in the lecture hall. That tradition which the British taught you is what is failing them here. We need to burn it. We need to burn it down. That's what my book. We need to burn it down. We don't need it. That system America is doing is not for us. They are not even successful with it. That's why they have unemployment too. We're going to burn it down. We're going to teach the world. Nobody will listen to me. How it should be done. And that's what I wrote in my book. It is not. What my book is going to be useful everywhere in the world. But here am I with you. You might probably not even know what I'm talking about. But let me demonstrate one thing with you today. And for those of you that watch my show today, this is a demonstration of what I am thinking as a human being. Don't forget, there are two things I'm going to say here. There is one that we say this man is a state-led economic transformation that repositions university and other higher institutions as a primary engine for industrial production and innovation. There's no other place. You don't want to create a new center for research when the university is there. Why will I begin to open a company somewhere when Delta State University is there? It's a production house. The land is there. The people are there. Oh, but why are you looking for somewhere else to farm? So let us see what we can do. And this is the image I have for you people today. Hallelujah. This is what I love to do, man. Thanks to AI. I did this with AI. And let's talk, man. This is where we're going to spend the day. And at this moment, I'm forced to take a smaller position. Now, let's take a look at this. This is Delta State University, Abraka. My own, not your own, Oboriwori. If you bring Abraka now, there is only one thing that is already there. Classrooms. Okay? What we have in Delta State University today are classrooms. Yes. Classrooms, and the lecturer come to talk, students write, they write exam, you give them a certificate, they go home. What did Daddy Chris say? Daddy Chris say, burn the lecture hall. We don't need that, Oboriwori. This is what we need. Just before I forget, Oboriwori, that college you create, that technical college you create in Ogariki, I say they should consult me for free. It's half done. You don't create technical college with the building or with the classrooms. Now, look at what you're going to do, Oboriwori. You are now going to spend money to build lab, to bring in equipment. Oh my God. To train the students, right? Now listen to a smarter idea. And this is where you need to pay me. Let me bring this to this place. And when I finish today, every university on earth will learn from Daddy Chris. This is what I have in my book. It's all more detailed in my book. You can't get it all here. But this kind of helped me to tell you my story a little bit. Now, let's take a look at this Delta State University here. I said Delta State University, Abraka, a production hub. Now, the university must be retransformed from an academic institution of learning to a production hub. So let's start from there. Turn your university from an academic institution for higher learning or for learning into a production hub. And in that production hub, that is where learning takes place. Clap for me. So the first thing I want to see, I don't want to see technical college created with classrooms. If not, the technical college or the new Delta State University will be in this form. Not a classroom, not a hall, nothing. But this is what you see. You will see a department for film and television made in the form of a studio, not a classroom and some lecture hall. Thank you to Daddy Chris. Clap for me right now. Then the other one will be in fact, I even say university food, a place where they make food. You feed the whole campus, feed the community. Maybe only Desu Bakery. It is so simple to have Desu Bakery. You feed the whole world. Now, Desu Farm, University Farm, you see, that's the university farm where people can learn agriculture. And now, this is automobile repair center in the university where people learn automobile engineering. The pharmaceutical department where people learn how to make medicine. Okay. Construction firm where people learn how to build houses. I couldn't finish it because the thing is numerous. And if I go down, I will be able to teach you more. But if you listen to what I have just said, the new Nigerian university, which the rest of the world is going to come and learn from us, if you do what I say, I'm saying the rest of the world will come and learn from us. If you people do what I say, clap for me, man. This is deep. So when you go to University of Benin, you're not seeing social department and one lecturer, one dean there. No. What you see there is a studio in the name of filmmaking studio. It is a company that makes film. And as part of what they do, they train people and give them degree in filmmaking. You go to the pharmacy, that is a company, Desu Pharmacy, where they make drugs. In that place, that is where they train children or students who are studying medicine, who are studying pharmacy. Are you with me? Oh my God, I love this, what I do. I sang a very deep song. I'm singing. I'm singing for Boriwori. Boriwori, you never hear that song before. Tell them to interpret it. You are the point in your life, Boriwori, where you're going to be recorded as the #1 governors, as one of the #1 most impactful leader that has ever existed. You're not going to do that with miracle. Not the one they teach you at that your church. Where do they go to? Winners. But what I'm teaching you today, if you know that I'm a prophet of God, listen to me. I am saying, not with amazing words, that we're going to turn Delta State University, Abraka. I'm using one university as a case study. And what I'm going to see is not a department of films and television, department of this, department of this. We don't need that, sir. What we're going to have is there will be a department for film and television. No, there will be a film and television company in there. When you go, there will be a fashion house. I know we don't even train people in fashion in degree program, but there will be a fashion house. The fashion house will be given Desu Fashion, where they make clothes. They are not just there to train people. They are not even, their number one job is not even to train people. Their number one job is to make clothes. Now, there's construction. This is a construction firm that construct houses for the state and for private people. Their job is not to train people, but to make. So their primary job, listen to me, is to make services or to do things, service or make goods and services that is useful to the government and to the people. Now, this is where we work. We're going to win. I can tell you already the farm here. Desu farm. I'm only using the crops now. Imagine the Desu ranches or the Desu fishery. These are firms already going out every day to go and fish, to go and plant, to go and to feed their animals. But listen to me first. I can see the wave of success coming. I can see the new Delta State happening. Just from the eyes of Delta State University. Now, let's go, let's go. Pharmacy. You go there, you go to Desu pharmacy. They make drugs there and they sell drugs there and they prescribe drugs, maybe medical doctors are not there, because I'm going to talk about the medicine. I leave them out today. And then we have the Desu Law Center. If you remove me now, you will see Desu Law Center. Let's go back to that place so you can see the Desu Law Center. In there is Desu Law Center. That is the law department. Let me take this out so that you can see more. You understand? Under here, you're going to see the Innovation Park. You have to see Partnership for Progress and Creativity, wealth and all that. Those are the things. But what is more important is Desu Law. In that law center, that is where we offer legal services. No, first of all, don't even think of it as a school. Think of it as this institution, as a place where all these things happen inside one place called Delta State University. Now, this is what happened. As part, because when you already established that place, you now admit students to come and be apprentice in this place. The difference between this and a technical college is here they will be trained in the theoretical aspect and the practical aspect. Meaning these people here, they are not street workers. They are not the mechanics here. These are automobile engineers trained at the highest level with a mixture of both academic and practical skills, and with all the equipment to make it work. You see that farm, they are equal, they are just the same farmer. But what they do here is they have trained human beings who understand farming, and they're going to do it differently. I did that. I tried to demonstrate that yesterday. Now, when you talk of fashion, not with that tailor here, no, we're talking of producing clothes in industrial scale. But all you really owe these people right now, the building is there already, is to give them facilities and a little bit of funding. Now, let me tell you the outcome. This is where I come in. And this is where that decrease is extremely different. This is genius. What will happen is when you admit students into the various departments, they learn a little bit of theory, which they have to do, and research. You see, the theory will be called the research. Otherwise, their job is really practical. I am here to study automobile engineering. Everything that how automobile engineering started, the history of automobile engineering, which you are spending time to study in school now, is just an aspect of my school, which is done on part-time, 30%. 70%, I'm in the school. I'm in that automobile workshop working. So if I go and study agriculture, 70% of my time will be in the farm working. And 30%, which is the theory I'm going to write in exam, is going to be done that way. Why I'm going to show my skill in that place, how I'm able to do in the farm. So my assessment is based 70% on my ability in the farm and 30% of the research work, which I will be taught and I will be made to go and research some and answer some of those questions. Imagine the kind of graduate you will produce, okay? When a person graduates from this school, he's not going to look for a job. In fact, he will be creating jobs. I don't want to get there yet. Let me explain something that will happen. See part of this. Now, what I have described is these students you employed, you admitted, they are admitted to come and work. So 70% of their time is working. Automatically, they will be paid. Hey, young people, how about going to school and being paid? School should not be a burden to you or to your parents or to the government. It should be a source, a place where you make money and you are getting prepared. Just think about those days when people go and learn work. They see do small things, they get small money, they get some paje home. But this one, the government is working. Government will legitimize it so that you get a particular income for your sweat, for your work. Because you are a trained professional now. You are working with professionals. These are all trained professionals. Okay? If you don't have people to administer this training, tell me, we will bring in people to help us first. Then as we train people, they begin to take over. Because when we graduate our first set, they do masters and all that, we have enough personnel to take it up. It may take us some journey, we will get there. All of them will be Nigerians eventually. So, but now talk to me. If you use this, now, wait, no vessel. You created technical college, and I saw one guy talking about it brilliantly on my show, on my because I belong to a group, and I was laughing, and I said, okay, this is good, but you know what? That's another burden. It's another shame. It's another certificate shame because the people will still remain the same. But what I'm saying now is to Boriwori, you didn't need to create classroom. That technical college should be turned into businesses. Whatever department you think you can achieve there, create those businesses in there. Let them operate a commercial entities in their own right. The film production studio is a company registered on its own. The pharmacy is operating on its own. The film department operates on its own. The agric operates on its own. The question is, Mr. VC, Vice Chancellor, thank me now. Would you love to be governor of that university? Because you are not just a VC, you are a governor. Because the amount of money you'll be making from that university, I don't think the state will even be making it. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. If you do what I say, what I'm saying now, if you manage to practice it, what will happen, sir? I am saving this broadcast. I am saving it because it is going to be the model that we are going to enjoy tomorrow. Imagine you doing this. And now, you now have these companies of Boriwori making money for themselves, the state, and paying those students. So the university is no more a burden for you. You don't need to save money to go to your universities every month or every year. They are not your staff. The university is old enough, is qualified to make its own money. The VC will be grateful because VC don't need to wait for you. He's making his own money right from here. VC, Vice Chancellor, imagine being the Vice Chancellor of Abraka. Now think with me, Mr. VC. Not everybody are ordinary. Some of us think. And the most complex things, or the presabuto, are made of the simplest things. When you go and study, there's called a compound. When you do chemistry, it comes from nucleus into atom, into element, and then into compound. So the most complex things are made up of the simplest things. What I made so simple today might look hard. You know, in my book, I was trying to prove it mathematically. How these places, how much they will generate. In my presentation yesterday, I said, if we do this across how many number of higher institutions in the country, Nigeria will be going towards a G7 nation in no more than 15 years. And I touch my chest. That's what will happen. Oburiwe, what have we done? We've not done anything new. We've not done one economic summit. We've not invited somebody to come and open, to come and help us invest. Oh, we've not invited somebody to come and help us to invest in Delta State. We're not showing them what we have. Okay, we're doing our own thing with pride and dignity, sir. You see why I'm angry with you guys? And you guys better listen, because if I know what I know now, I can never be happy with what you're doing. And you can understand why I'm angry. I am the voice of a man crying in the wilderness, telling my people to do the right thing so that we can get out of poverty. I don't think I've done anything wrong, sir. So let's go back to this picture. And I want you to take your time to look at it. I'm going to go off the screen for 1 minute. Oga, please tell me, how on earth can we get this wrong? Explain to me how we got this wrong. Please teach me how this is going to be failing us as a people. I want a better understanding of how your mind works. You know why this is so important? I started by telling you what God did at the beginning. What did he do? He created the heavens and the earth. And they're telling you heavens is there. No, heaven is here, sir. Now let's create heavens in Delta State. Borewori, can you listen to me? With you and I, we can create heavens in Delta State. The people perish for lack of knowledge. The only reason we are dying is because of lack of knowledge. These things are not supposed to kill us. We are not even meant to die. And if we stop using the money that we have to destroy things or to go and invite people to come, look at the body. You've destroyed Delta State. You set us some years back using our money. How much does this summit cost you? That money would have even started some building, some of the structures, some of these companies I'm talking about in Abracana. But how many universities do you have in Delta State? In fact, it would be your job to create more universities. Because you're not creating university, not because you're creating a liability, you are creating a production hub. Sooner or later, we'll be the nation with the highest number of universities on earth. What that means is we'll be the one graduating the highest number of technical graduates. The way you said that Ngozi Uwela is now exported to the world, that's how we'll be exporting talents. They will be begging them because they will be useful wherever they go. In Jesus' name. Oh God, thank you for revealing this to us. I am not guessing on Borewori. You might think I am rude. When you listen to me today, don't you think I have reason to be arrogant? Because it doesn't take easy. I'm going to sing one song only for Borewori. Okparibo. Ukawanyalo dame upe yuri. Aridome nyalo dame upe na yuri. Ubomirwe kitwavu. Rai dejilile. Miuro kitwavu kan haroe. Imulogboro kale. Kono se kile muna. Ukpa. Oh God. You hear what I sing? Obomirwe kitwavu. Rai dejilile. What I gave to you now, they will pay me millions when I reveal my book in the United Kingdom. I'm giving you to you for free. You they look me. What is this man doing? Who is himself? Why is he doing this? When you know agree, you know what Jesus Christ said? He said, go there and preach the gospel to them. If they don't listen to you, dust your sandals and leave. Let me repeat that. If they don't listen to you, dust your sandals and leave. The gospel will go around. The gospel of that decrease is both spiritual. Have you read my book? When I say we were not meant to die, that's the gospel according to the decrease. It is all related to the economic emancipation of mankind, which is creating heavens on earth. And we don't need to die. That thing you are telling you in the Bible that you want to achieve, that life everlasting, is possible on earth. That's what I'm proving. But it's only going to work if the pharmaceutical department begin to spend time to spend money to treat us. and they don't need to go and make money to. You see all my doing here? Do you see army? Do you see military? Because that is one of the things human beings use to destroy us. They put you in the military to go and kill who? That money we spend, we should be using them in the universities. Mr. Tinubu, instead of spending money to fight Boko Haram, use the money to create university. Bring them there. Look at it now, Nigeria. Are you not ashamed that farmers and herdsmen are killing one another? It's not their fault, it's the fault of the government. These are people that should be working inside the universities. If I'm governor of Delta State, you think you can ever move with an animal or begin to farm anywhere? You're going into the university, or because I will create more universities. So, oh my God, you don't hear what Daddy Chris is saying. Daddy Chris is saying that the next minute you see me is creating a new university. Delta State, we have over 100 universities. Before I leave office, our university will be up to 500. And what would the university be doing? This is the model of my university. Graduating who? Technical graduates. That anywhere they go, their hands are dirty. Kai. When you train a child in filmmaking like this, anywhere I go, he's telling stories with his camera. When you train a child in my pharmacy like this, anywhere I go, he's making medicine. Nigerians, are you not ashamed that you buy paracetamol, even ordinary antibiotics from India? Wait first. Wait, Mona, tell me one thing. I want verse now. Because this is why I'm angry. What is in ampliclos that Nigerian cannot make? What are the chemical components of ampliclos? Maybe they are even in some of our roots that we just need to put together. Did you ask them in India what they used in making those ampliclos that they're selling for you? And today, yet our university are not making ampliclos. The medicine we need mostly, we are not making them. You know why? Because we don't have a pharmacy department. They don't exist. They only exist on paper. That's what I've been writing. All my dissertation has been things that exist on paper. All the things you see are things that exist on paper. In real life, they don't exist. Now, I'm saying we're going to change that. I have given you a gift. This message is between me and my governor. And anybody that is not the governor of Delta State, when you watch, learn from this and join the new movement. This is the gospel of economic emancipation of my people. I only pick on one university today as a case study. And let me tell you people, I'm already doing this. And where I'm doing something with Middlesex University at the moment. And the reason I'm doing it is not the money. It's because I want to show how a university can become a production hub. Clap for that, Chris. And it's already bought by the University of Middlesex, where I'm doing my PhD at the moment. And it is so interesting, my people, because what you see there is they've created a studio that is useless. I'm saying, no, thank God you have this. Now, I want to turn that studio to be an independent body. You're not even going to classroom to study. The students are not coming to school to come and go to that your classroom. They're coming to work with me in the studio. And then they will learn some practical things, some theoretical things, which they're going to go and write in the class and come back here. So it cannot be separated, my people. Now, what I'm saying now, in my book or in my proposal to Delta State, I'm not limiting it to films and television alone. But let's think simple. The one you can understand. Let's speak pidgin English. Look, would say we open one big fashion house. Let's talk that one first. Let's stick to one today. Because each of them, I want to follow them in details and see how that business will really set up. So supposing I ordered a very fantastic set of machine, the governor of Abia State is almost doing that. We know he's doing that. He's setting it as a hub where they're going to do clothes and this an Igbo man. What that one will be lacking is the intellectual element of it. What I'm bringing in here is the intellectual element will be added to the practical stuff. They will be called technical graduates. And it is only Nigeria that will be first to produce this if you grab what I'm saying until somebody else take it and sell it to you again. So I don't know how many years I'm going to live. You guys are killing people. They brought John the Baptist. They put him down and they cut his neck. I won't be surprised if my neck is cut off tomorrow. Because this is too heavy for this world of today. I happily live. Because sometimes it's a burden to be here. In this world I am in now, this is not the world I want to live in. The new world is the one I'm describing here in this university. If you do what I say, Boriwori, there is no reason why Delta State will not even do something better that will cure malaria today, not tomorrow. Now, Igbo now go see tell us how they don't discover cure for malaria, something that we've suffered from in Nigeria. Mukuna clap for myself. I was in London here a few days ago. Let me see my face, I beg. Muna see my face, and I'm sad. I was in London here a few days ago when they told us that they discovered cure for sickle cells in the university in London. And I'm asking myself, sickle cell is something that is common with black people. Or you both not get sickle cell. If it's white man disease, they would have cured it long ago. Because it's black man disease, it's been killing us from day one and it's still killing us now. They are still the one now that discovered the cure, not me and you. We have a problem. The problem is you refuse to do what God sent me for you. Now, you better be writing everything I say down, because people like us don't stay too long. We give and we leave. Because the world is too dirty for us. Boriwori, today is your big day. Today is your blessing. And like I asked you, let me show you again. Tell me the Boriwori you want to see. Is it the Boriwori of one or the other? Is it the one that is marked with mass, bad, or the one that is good? It is your decision now. Opa! I don't saw you when man went nule. Ugari kolomo. Inedo, gari kolomo. Onilo ye nule, gari kolomo. Oselo ye nule, gari kolomo. I'm sorry for you guys, those of you that don't understand my language, because I'm talking directly to the governor of Delta State. And in all this presentation, you have all my message. This message is not really for the rest of the world. It's a gift from me to the governor of Delta State. He probably don't know what to do with it. He's going to have pride. But that's my number scrolling on the screen. If you call me, I will talk to you respectfully. If you choose not to, I'm not going to call you. You know why? Because you need me. I don't need you. And it's no pride. I will make you the most memorable governor the world has ever seen. And the world will celebrate you. I'm saying, nobody, that in the next few years, thank you for creating Technical College in Ogariki. It will be called Technical University. Give it another name. What we're going to do there is unlike what do you see there? We're going to open companies that will be doing products. We're going to have pharmacy department there. We're going to have film department there. We're going to have farm there. You know what we're doing? They're going to be producing things. And then the student will come and learn. And they'll be working and learning. There is no time, there is no reason why we spend 5 years of our children's life only one learning, carrying books up and down, allowing lecturers to abuse them. No, you got to stop, sir. The time is over. And let me say something, because I'm going to talk to NUC and to ASU at the end of the day. Daddy K, you worry? Boriwori, anybody that watch this show and doesn't learn from it, that person is a cost man. That person is cost. Seriously cost. And you know what I did? In the coming days, I'll be talking to the whole Nigeria. I felt I owe Delta State first. And I'm giving this to Delta State. Buriwori, take a look. This is some of the things I shared yesterday. It's a part of what I call learn, earn, and contribute. Where are they coming to learn, earn, and contribute? The university model I have created. They are not coming to learn in a classroom. That is why I wrote this book, Burn the Lecture Hall. Clap for that, Chris. Because this is what I'm saying. It's the gospel. It's a new gospel. It's the gospel of the emancipation of the black race. We asked for independence. He gave it to us. But we've refused to be independent. Because we think we cannot. And that has been the decision we make. That's why Oboriwori and his Okowa cabinet, quote me, what you have there is Okowa cabinet. You will go and invite people from Brazil, people from here to come to Delta State. What we could be doing, when they come now, you don't have anything. You know what I wanted to do today? Maybe that will be my show tomorrow. I'm going to give you a 3D image of the new Delta State. Oboriwori, as I'm talking, can't you see the new Delta State? Can't you see the new Delta State? I can just about draw Delta State. I will draw a local government with housing settlement, with universities. Every local government, we have a university. Oboriwori, listen to me. 24 local government with 24 universities. Unlike the university which you have now, which is a burden to you, the university will be making you money, sir. Because what you're going to put inside the university will be companies making us money, doing research. How can you get it wrong? Imagine if all these universities, and they can share knowledge, because what this will have, they can share with the others. And that is how the knowledge is going to be shared, because it's within Delta State now. So you are allowed to share knowledge. And if the other state want to pay us, yes. Opa! You see, I'm a bagger. Let me show you this again. Don't worry. Look at this. Learn, earn, and contribute. It is endless. It is endless, Oboriwori. And you know what is so funny? Once we can start these things in place, then we can begin to think bigger. You see, after setting up, because every day somebody tell me, oh, Daddy Chris, I want to, let me promote your TV station. And the first thing I ask them is, what are you going to produce? Where are you going to promote? You know, when I start making the content that you will start to promote it. I don't understand what you're trying to promote now. And they keep quiet. First, produce it, and then we're going to think of how to sell them. With the, you see, Patrice Namuga was there with you. If you're already thinking like this, Patrice will be saying, oh my God. You know what they said to, what the people went there, Peter said, I have no food on end to give to you, but in the name of Jesus Christ, stand up and walk. And people say, God has come to us in the likeness of man. But what we are about to do will be God coming to mankind in the likeness of man. Because we're going to create a structure, which I'm going to come up with tomorrow, of a new Delta State. I'm trying to look at geology department. I'm going to create it. We'll have universities across. And with time, they're going to be more than one university in one local government. How many people are unemployed in Delta State? The money you use in creating all these bloody bridges, how much did you use to create the one in Ugara now? That's equal to university. Because they can farm outside the university. But Ugara will even give you more land if you had the vision I have now. What is it that you cannot do there? You cannot have ranches there. We're not going to have classrooms again. Gone are the days. That is why Daddy Chris said, burn the lecture hall. You hear what I say? Burn the lecture hall. Because what you're going to give to them is certificate shame. I ended up titling the book, Certificate Shame. Pay me, sir. You see, Oborori, may I ask you one question? This your brother be like who they guess? Don't you think I deserve better than what you see now? Today, after this summit, I'm going to personally call you if you don't call me. And I'm going to be very, very angry with you if you don't do what I say. Because by so doing, you are causing Oborori test my model. Thank God you're about to open a new university, a new school in my place. It's going to be called a university, University of Ogara. Deal with it. In this university, there will be no classroom. There will be a small place where students take lectures. And that place is actually now, with the computer, you don't go and sit down in one place and I'm in a lecture hall. Boom! The lecture halls. They will become companies. We have pharmaceutical department there. We have a department that make movies there. Oborori, in that place, the people making movies will going out to make movies. And those people who make even TV series will be making money. We'll talk of distribution later, but the YouTube is still there so they can make money. Those people that farm, Department of Farm will be farming. They will have ranches. Maybe they grow cassava. Oborori, they will be in this new university you're creating in Ogara. There will be law. People will come from far and wide. You know, legal service now are actually done online. If you do some beautiful legal services, people in the UK will hire you there. Oborori, number one, will have a fashion home there. Ogara University Fashion Home. I'm going to be here to look for all the shops in Europe. By the next summer, we'll be supplying them product. You see this shirt I'm wearing now? If you ask the madam that came, WTO DG, ask her, any product made in UK today, if you wear this shirt now, you might be thinking, oh, I'm wearing Zara. I think this is one of the Zara. Don't worry, it's the one I can afford. Maybe I'm wearing Zara now. So here it will be Zara. But if you look under it, they will tell you the country where it is made. Probably made in Bangladesh. It's not made in the UK, sir. I cannot say it better. Oborori, wait. This one, is made in Bangladesh, but it's branded Zara. I bought it in the UK. That's the same way we're going to make in Ogara. Selling in the UK. Ogara will be earning pounds. It's not rocket science. And one thing I do know is because of the amount of research our young people are going to make in our university, in Ogara University, they are going to be able to produce what? Medicine that will cure us. Not this bloody chemical you are importing from India. People who don't care about you. They want to make money. You're just drinking chemicals, people. We want to trust that to the one your children can do. Because they understand. These pharmacists, look at them. Yeah, let me bring them in. They make medicine that will cure us. Borori, I be there swear for us. The chemical component that is made up of that one, we will learn it overnight. Oh. If we go die, we go die. And now, tell me the kind of movies. You see, if you let me do this, this is my field, Borori. They will make films that will compete with Hollywood. And this is where I am different. And this is what that decree stands for. I am a productive human being born to produce. I hate anywhere where there's no productivity. Don't forget, Oborori, my advocacy today, and by the time I finish, the world is going to hear me well and loud, is the economic transformation that is state-led, that position the university as the hub of production and innovation. Anybody that speaks better English, that person is just now talking. Buriwori, tell me, where is the rocket science in all I've been saying? If there's rocket science, I better educate me. The last time I checked, this university that is in Abraka is a starting point. The one you already created in Ogara is another starting point. And then every local government must have 1 or 2 institutions. Turn them, convert them. I'm coming tomorrow with what we're going to do with our secondary school. Because the secondary school will prepare you for the higher institution. But if you do what we say, if you do what I say, imagine we're producing nurses here. The rest of the world will be looking for our nurses. You know why? Because they know how we train them. We're not training them in classrooms. We're training them in clinics. So in this place, I know we're going to have the teaching hospital. There will be primary health care as well. So the university teaching hospital is there, turned into a business center. And element of that business center, which will still be run by the university, in fact, with what I'm saying, the state don't even need to do the work. The VC have a business empire to run. Oh God, thank you, Jesus. Every VC have a business empire to run. Kai, can you hear me, sir? Oh man. Every VC have a business empire to run. And when they run that empire, write me down. You know what will happen? In fact, that business empire will be making money. So the VC is not looking for you. You don't need your money. What we're looking for is a startup and maybe survive them for some time. After 5 years, if that university asking you for money, you need to change my name. Because after 5 years of constant production of movies, if they are not on their own, then change my name now. If they are making medicine at the Delta State University, after 5 years and they're still asking you money, in fact, they will be giving you money, Boriwori. And don't forget, the state will have a share in this business, run by the vice chancellor as the businessman. So when you are having a meeting, you know, I was saying yesterday that how can you have this economic summit without our lecturers, without our think tank, without our vice chancellors? Who are you people appointing as VCs? I'll share this broadcast with a university VC. He may not agree with me, but he's going to come to me and talk to me. The people I wanted to see in that summit were the vice chancellors. They don't even need to go there to go and showcase themselves. You just need to put the think tank together and give them a mandate. And this is the new Nigeria. And nobody will look at the look of the new Nigerian university, please. Using Abraka, tomorrow I'll give you other universities that will look like this. Look at them. And you see what I said? Innovation, production, prosperity. And what I'm saying, the Delta State University will be the production hub. Simple, direct, clear. No mistake. So if Delta State University is your production hub, how can you get it wrong? Right now, no verse. The last set of children I got from Delta State University, now only one. Now I don't take. The other young boy that is working with me, he trained himself. After studying theater art, he have to go and train himself in camera work. So he's not even teaching people in Abraka. Can you imagine, sir? It's not teaching people because the student there, they know how we are to go to use. I asked one thing that day, I say, Nigerians say, would they use less? We have theater arts department in all the universities in Nigeria, yet we don't have one single theater in Nigeria. Not one. How many theaters do you have? Now only one day, Lagos. Is it the one to employ all the people who are training in theaters today? And meanwhile, Nollywood don't have enough people. And besides, why are you even preparing people for Nollywood? Why are you not preparing them for self-employment? Why are you not preparing them for the next university? You know what will even happen? By the time this university finish training the children, they wouldn't even let them go. Because they're going to make more movies. The more staff you have, the more movies you're going to make. Why are they a problem to you? Why will I even train them and let them go? But already talk to me. Sir, we're going to do this in the best possible way. Don't forget, I come in peace, but not a happy one. because we are not doing the right thing. So I'm going to quickly go back and recap some of the things that we've been talking about for some days now. But we don't need some Indian people or some people to make medicine for us. We don't need to invite some Chinese company to come and invest in Delta State. The free trade zone is an economic global policy that makes things happen. People going to bring investment to you. Those are lazy asses. It worked in China, yes, but China was already doing their own thing. They didn't wait for America. They will be coming straight to us that they want to invest in Delta State when they see us doing what we do. You know, there's something I tell my kids. They say, oh, we want to do this. I say to them, in your studio, start making movies. Everybody will gravitate towards you. I am getting to the end of today's broadcast. And I'm going to remind you that God created us to create. So let me ask you, are you creating? If you are, then we are good. It's up to you. Because I am a creator. I create every second. And I am proud of it. If you're not creating, you are a waste of space to God. This is not about you. It's not about you making money or pleasing your boss. It's about you being a human being created by God. And you are now put in a position to create. My brother, my sister, create. Because once you create, the fruit of your labor will come in your front. There is nothing. No, I took my time to write this book. That is why I have it now to share with you. Everything has been easier now, made easier. Technology is coming by the day. That all these companies I'm talking about now will all be AI controlled. All these companies I'm talking about will be AI controlled. Imagine the yield of this university farm. Small farm, you know how much we're going to make there. Imagine how many clothes we're going to make, because the AI will be helping you, reshaping what the future is going to look like. Imagine the number of clothes you will make. Look at the kind of medicine we're going to do. See how we're going to fix our cars. Look at the number of movies we're going to make. Look at the way we're going to build houses. Look at the kind of legal services we're going to give. Hey! And the kind of food we will make. You go down and take food, you eat decent. You don't need to have time to waste, because investors is making it cheaper for you. I am with you, sir. And that's why I said at the beginning of this show, we're going to look at another aspect of the value chain. You understand? Today, I only talk about the production. Of course, it's not when you produce these things in the university that you now say, okay, now we have the crops, so how do we preserve them? Oh, we have tomatoes. Instead of getting it waste, let's turn it into puree, which is something you said to Europe. You know, get story. The banana we eat in London is made in Ghana. Every day you see shipload of banana. It is some white boys that went to Ghana to now produce the banana. African people, they're cost now. They're cost now. Again, the private man, nobody cannot do it. Let me end the show with that. Do not wait for one private person to not say, hey, you're going to use, private sector, they're going to do this. Where? I'm not even saying you should do it. I'm not saying through the university. So what I'm proposing today, there's a university, there's the state, there are some private investors. It's equal to prosperity for all. But we will write it down. Speak it. Universities, in partnership with the state, with some private investors, we're going to create prosperity. Delta State will be the most productive state on earth. I'm not saying in Nigeria, on earth. Because in the same Delta State, we're going to have over 200 universities. And those universities, they are not your typical university. They are companies in the name of universities. So the department you're going to have is not a department of film and television. It's a film and television studio, or name Delta State Desu Film Studios. And you know, when you go to Desu Film Studio, what they do there is they make movies. That is what they do. And they have every plan, every year, every minute they are making movies. So the training comes with the making of the film. And the reason why this is different from the technical college of what you have to do in my state. Go carry and come over there. Go carry on from there if not that's what you want to do. Okay. So the only reason why this is different is my university will be able to train these kids in academics so they can have the intellectual understanding what is going on. Not just go and know how to use camera. You will understand what is use of lenses, how it was. You understand everything. You know how to use long take, short take, this, everything will be done. And you get used to the software. You get used to new technology. You will be creating what Nollywood don't have time to do. Because they don't have time there. They are lazy there. Because they make a lot of money. We are hungry. We're going to spend more time in that studio. And we're going to create new things that they've never done. India will be competing with us in pharmacy. I don't know who's going to compete with us when it comes to farm. If it is fishing, they're not born that country. So, Boribori, how can we not make money? How can my university model fail? Explain this to me. And imagine the kind of human being Delta State will be graduating. Everybody, Boribori, will be sending people to Delta State to come and study. Now, clap for me. If we want to, you know how much the UK government charge for foreign students? £17,000. And they are paying. For this half-baked education they're giving to you. For the same theory they teach you, you are paying that money. Listen to me, Obodi, I'm angry now. Look at how much you're paying for your children's school fees here. Imagine when we have these technically oriented universities. Everybody on earth will send their child to that university. No more again with technical education, with this kind of practical training I'm talking about, be a thing of shame. Because all I know now to begin send people go do law. The law, the pikin don't know what they do law. You don't even understand the law when you study. They are not employable. 70% of people trained in Nigerian university, even in the world university today, are not employable. That's why when they finish, they say, go and do training. Go and learn. In the UK, after studying law, they say, go and do solicitor's exam. Go and study barrister's exam before you can practice. Because the university is not preparing you. I'm saying the university should be doing all that. Because if you have a university law center, rather than a classroom, what they'll be doing there in the next 5 years is practice law. With a little bit of theory of how law started. Why will you spend 5 years learning how law started? You should be spending that 5 years practicing law and actually earning money. And this is what I propose. This is where that the decrease is different. I am proposing that this is what's going to happen. We're going to have 3 things that's going to work for us. 40% is for the state. 40% is for the university. The other 20% is for the student. Now, if we have private investors, we take from the state, we take some split out of this and give to the private investor. Depends on the number of shares they buy. But we have money to do this. Because the buildings are already there. You will see me converting secondary school to universities if the space is big enough. And most of these stupid schools, they will become a department in a university. Any place that is not, those are abandoned buildings. If you see what my children discover in that Asaba as schools, I could close all of them. And if you not take time, we'll go fight. But we could never go and reach there. We could be talking as brothers and sisters today. I'm going to try and end the show here. My name is Zaddy Chris. And I have given everything I have. You know, when all these coaches, when they finish, they'll tell you, listen, I've given everything I have. So whatever you're trying to say I should give more, I don't have. Anything I have to give to Delta State, I've given it to them. That's why even if I stop broadcasting today, I know I've done my job. Thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, my name is Zaddy Chris. We'll do this again tomorrow. This is what I do. This is what I do. And I don't have time to actually share all this on the platform. But I will do that next time. God bless you. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for